right, let's see. We're going to talk to Danny from Maine. Hi, Danny. Welcome.
Thanks for taking my call. I got a quick question. I'm a little confused. Is it okay if I ask my family to pray for me?
Your question is it all right if you ask your family to pray for you? I wonder why you're questioning that. Are they not Christians?
No, they're Christians.
Okay, so why would that be a question in your mind?
I'm just asking. Is that for a yes or no answer?
It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, of course,
okay.
it's okay. Yeah.
Then my follow-up is, if that's okay, then why is it a problem for me to ask the Mother of God to pray for me?
Well, the reason is because if you ask your family to pray for you, they actually can, and they know you're asking them, and they know you. The Mother of God, as you call her, there's no reason to believe she knows who you are. I don't think she knows who I am. I don't think she knows who the Pope is. I don't think she's really paying any attention to anything down here. And if she does know anything about what's going on here, she certainly isn't omnipresent, unless she's God. I mean, it's strange that Roman Catholics often think that if they pray to Mary, she knows that they're doing it, and she's going to sympathize with them and so forth. But since there's like a gazillion Roman Catholics praying to her at any given one time, how's she supposed to hear and know all that, unless she's God? But you see, that's just the thing. Protestants sometimes criticize the Catholic view of Mary, suggesting that they do elevate her to kind of a goddess stature. And it seems to me that if a Catholic says, well, Mary can hear all the prayers at once and treat them, she's everywhere at once and knows everything, well, so she's omnipresent, omniscient. So how is that not a God? I mean, how is there anyone who's omniscient and omnipresent and not God? So, I mean, the comparison you're making there's nothing really close in comparison. If you ask your parents to pray for you, well, they hear you. They know you. They can do that. Mary, does she know you?
Can I have a rebuttal?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So the rebuttal would be, how do you know anything about it? You don't know what's going on in heaven. You don't know what God has allowed anything to go on in heaven. The fact that I do pray to Mary, and I'm not praying to Mary as if she's a god. I'm praying to her to say a prayer for me.
Why do you think she hears you?
That's fine. If she can't,
why
how do you know she can't?
Well, why would I think she could? She's a human being.
No, why do you think she can't?
Because she's not omniscient.
Why do you say? What? No, I didn't say she was omniscient.
Well, how could she know you?
I'm saying that she's. How do you know she doesn't? So you don't know. So why do you say something you don't know?
Well, I'll put it this way. Everything I know about heaven, I know from reading the Bible. Everything I know about prayer, I know from reading the Bible. Now, John was caught up into heaven in the book of Revelation. He didn't see Mary there. He didn't see anyone praising Mary or talking to Mary. He saw people praising him that sits on the throne and the Lamb. That's the Father and Jesus. Mary didn't even show up in the vision. And when the elders offered up incense to God, which was the prayers of the saints, they were offered up to God, not to Mary, and it wasn't Mary doing it. So, I mean, how do I know what's going on in heaven? I know very little. I think you know even less. But the little I know, I get from the Bible. So now you say, well, you don't know that she can't hear my prayers. True, but I know that God can. And so if I'm going to spend time praying, and by the way, most Christians feel that they don't have time to pray as much as they should. Maybe you're praying all day. Maybe you can pray to God and Mary and maybe who else, I don't know. But most people don't pray as much as they should, and they would tell you that. I would tell you that too. I probably don't pray as much as I should. But what little time I do have to pray, I don't want to be wasting it praying to somebody that I have no reason to believe she even knows I'm here, and especially since I don't need to go through someone like her. Jesus said, when you pray, say, Our Father, which art in heaven. So I'm really interested in my prayers being answered. And that means I want to make sure I pray the way that Jesus said to pray. Because if I pray some way that Jesus didn't say to pray, then why waste the time? Certainly Jesus never suggested that his mother would pray to God for his disciples. In fact, he indicated that they didn't even need him to pray for them. He said, listen, you pray to the Father in my name, and I don't say that I will pray for you. The Father himself loves you. That's what Jesus said in John 16, verse 26. In that day you will ask in my name. And I do not say to you that I will pray to the Father for you, for the Father himself loves you. So, hey, what a privilege. I can talk to the Father. He loves me. Even Jesus doesn't have to go between me and him. I come in Jesus' name, which is a very different thing than Jesus going instead of me. It means I'm authorized by Christ to come with his authority before the Father, and the Father receives me. To me, I can't imagine anything that trumps that. And to say, well, instead I'll talk to somebody else, Mary maybe a saint,